Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Your boy Starco Gaming here, back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today we're going to talk about the Future Foundation uniform, and we're going to rank them from the best to the worst in my personal opinion with my personal testing. Now, for other people testing, it can be different. Doesn't mean that neither of us is wrong. It's just with the resources we had, we did everybody do their personal testing. So this ranking today is based on my testing. Also, with the ranking for each uniform, we're going to covering what bonus uniform you need to get those uniform to mythical with all the bonus option, or what just the bonus option you want, or to give you an idea of the cost to get those bonus uniform too. So that's pretty much what we're going to be covering in this video. And at the end of this video, we're going to be doing, well, in the second part of this video, we're going to be doing our daily roster review as usual, guys. So before we jump in that, guys, first, don't forget to hit the sub and like button if you want to have more amazing content for Marvel Future Fight from the channel. And make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I post a new video or go live with a live stream. And talking about a live stream, guys, we are live every night, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time with a Marvel Future Fight. Okay, so guys, to actually rank those uniform, we're actually gonna be switching screen here, guys, and we're gonna start with the uniform. I think that is the #1 uniform, Mr. Fantastic. Now, don't get me wrong, Mr. Fantastic uniform is only the best uniform in my opinion if you have the guy at tier 3. Still a very good upgrade if you have him at tier 2, but it won't bring you to the level that other characters can actually bring you with a uniform at tier 2. But at tier 3, this uniform is a monster upgrade. It's pretty much the equivalent of upgrade that you get from Psylocke without uniform to Psylocke with uniform, in my opinion. So first, Mr. Fantastic costs 1750 crystal when it's not on sale. On sale, it means it's 1250, I think. I'm not sure the cost at 100%, but I do think it's 1250. So that's the cost of this uniform. Now, if you look at the bonus uniform here, you have X23. Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok for the physical attack is awesome because most people currently have Thor Ragnarok at mythical right now for the card to get from a legendary battle. So that's a very good one to have here that a lot of people got. So that was really nice from Netmarble to actually put that there. Then you have Cyclops. You have Emma Frost. Emma Frost probably going to be the uniform in this list that most people don't have. But every other uniform, I think people will have her. And the fourth uniform, fourth option is usually the option that's the less valuable, in my opinion. If we go back in game real fast here and we actually look at one uniform where I got them all to show you the stats you actually get from each one. So here, the first option will give you attack speed or skill cooldown or dodge in the valuable stats you can get. Second option will give you attack or HP, so energy attack, physical attack, or HP. Third option is going to give you attack speed in your defense, cooldown, or HP, which is usually is either attack speed or defense or cooldown you really want here. Fourth one is going to give you the only really valuable stats here is dodge. If you're working on CTP average, yes, that for uniform can be useful, but that's the only real option you can actually get there. In the fifth uniform, you have all attack, energy attack, physical attack, critical rate, and critical damage. You're going to make your choice between those. So pretty much usually the two option that is very important is the second option and the fifth option. And if you need the secondary stats that are very important, like your defense, skill cooldown, attack speed, option 1 and option 3 are the most important. And option 4, it's only if you need dodge. If you don't need dodge, this uniform is useless usually, that fourth option. So that covers that. Now let's go back to the screen here. So the cost of all those bonus uniform from Mr. Fantastic are actually 750 crystal, which is 1250 crystal on sale. It's very expensive. Usually we always get at least one uniform that is 1250 and on sale 750. But in this case, that is not the case. But it's still, this is the #1 uniform of the update. I actually got to test him at tier 2 with this uniform in Shadowland yesterday with uniform as normal rank, and oh my god, no, it's still a pretty strong improvement. I used to struggle with my current build in stage 60 shallow land, and yesterday it was just wrecking the crap out of that stage 60 or 61 I was doing. That was actually pretty damn a lot stronger than I expected, to be totally honest. So I'm loving this uniform. Again, it's really more a #1 uniform here if you have Mr. Fantastic at tier 1, at tier 3, not tier 1, at tier 3 in my opinion here, guys. Now if we move the second uniform, we have Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman, some people say it's a downgrade for her. Don't listen to them. It is not. I did the testing myself, even though I did not do perfect run on both uniform. The power on that uniform is much stronger, especially if you if you have all the bonus option. That you can't even compare, man. You can't even compare. It is a huge upgrade for her, in my opinion. And personally, now that's a personal preference. Well, two personal preference. I like the look better, and I think that the skill rotation is more fluid with our new uniform. Now, that's a personal opinion. That's it. I like the fact that now we can actually use the first skills without jumping back and getting our rotation a little bit, screw up because we're too far from the target to actually hit the next skill. I do love that part. I think that this uniform is a good upgrade, and it actually made me go from not playing Invisible Woman because I did not like the skills and the look to a player on a regular basis. That's what this uniform did for me. So obviously I'm a fan, and obviously I'm gonna put her as, if you put all those characters at tier 2, all the Fantastic Four Future Foundation uniform at tier 2, she will be my preferred one, to be honest. Now if we look at the bonus uniform, #1 we have Wasp, Marvel Ant-Man Wasp. A lot of people already have this uniform, so it's actually pretty decent. I did have that too, so that was awesome. Second uniform, it's Hulkbuster Infinity War. One of my favorite uniform from Infinity War, so I did have it too. Next, you have Nick Fury uniform. Anybody, like 90% people who own Nick Fury do have this uniform, so that's very easy here. And then you have Minerva uniform, similar to Nick Fury. 90% of people who do have Minerva up to tier 2 and build have the uniform for her, so that's like at least 3 uniform in the top 5 uniform that most people, or in the top 4 uniform that most people actually have. So that's very easy to make her stronger. And then you have the Agent Venom uniform. That uniform, not many people have it because not many people recruit him as a paywall character. And I do have a little issue here with the bonus uniform because they put two paywall uniform in here. We don't see that often, guys, and I think that's a little bit too much. Also, the second paywall uniform is only 1250 crystal, while all the other uniform is 1750 crystal. But still, I think 2 paywall uniform for 1 uniform is too much in my opinion. So on sale, guys, you're looking for a price of 1250 for Invisible Woman, 1250 for Wasp, Hulkbuster, Nick Fury, and Minerva, and 750 for Agent Venom. So that covers Invisible Woman uniform. Next, we have the Human Torch. The Human Torch, guys. Human Torch is actually get a small upgrade. People, a lot of people complain about his uniform. Said I was expecting more for him. I was expecting him to get the Psylocke treatment. Like, whoa, bro. Like, let's get real. This guy did not even need a uniform. This guy did not even need a uniform. Just a little boost he gets, it's totally worth the uniform. He's already freaking OP in the game. Why boost this guy even more? That will make no sense. So they give him a small boost, which is totally perfect for him. And since his bonus uniform are actually cheaper than other uniforms, I think that's a great one. I do think it's a great one. It's a small boost. He definitely do more damage than he was doing before. Yes, it sucks that the third skill you cannot move with it still, but still, this is still a pretty decent improvement in my opinion. So we're gonna go with the bonus uniform here. First one, we have Infinity War Spider-Man, 750 crystal. Not a uniform that everybody has, but it is a fine uniform. It's a good uniform for Spider-Man for before I got the Far From uniform, obviously, and quite a good amount of people have this uniform, so that's not a bad one for first. Second one, She-Hulk, fantastic for most people has this uniform because it's the it's the best uniform for her, and everybody has her pretty much. So that's a very popular uniform on Earth, so that's a good one. Then you have Archangel. Archangel is Dimension Rift, very easily farmable character, and most people do have his uniform too. Kid Keiju, only one paywall character on this uniform bonus list, so that's actually pretty good. And Kid Keiju is actually cheap one for paywall characters, and a lot of people do have him too, so I think that's a good placement there. And then we have Miles Morales. Miles Morales into the Spider-Verse uniform. Actually, a very strong uniform for this guy, and a lot of people do have this uniform. So actually, I think that all the uniform on all the characters are usually all uniforms that make the characters better. Like if you look here, all make characters better. All make the characters better. Yes, some are outdated, like for example, Thor here is outdated. Spider-Man is outdated. Well, only 2 outdated in the first 3 uniforms. So I think that the bonus uniform chosen for those uniforms so far are actually pretty good option, if you ask me. Personally, I own like all those uniforms except my Morales here. I own them all. And I own them all, so that makes me very happy. And the last uniform, guys, the price of those uniform, 750 crystal for Human Torch, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, 1250 for She-Hulk, Archangel, and Kid Keiju, and on sale it will mean 1250 for Human Torch, Spider-Man, and Miles, and 750 for She-Hulk, Archangel, and Kid Keiju. And now we're gonna move to the uniform. I think is the less valuable from the update, but don't get me wrong. If you cared about Shadowland, this guy is now very strong in Shadowland. The Thing is actually quite impressive in Shadowland, to be honest. I've been setting this guy up now for my solo floor 29, and he does the job so easily. He is a monster in Shadowland now. His defense down only work in Shadowland, so obviously it's not going to be very useful in the Wall Boss Ultimate, and it's not a guy to take a spot in Alliance Battle Extreme, obviously. So it's more going to be a PvP character, especially for AC, especially that he gets that 15% HP applies to all allies just by wearing his uniform. I think that's going to be a good boost for when you run a team that need the HP. Like a reflecting with the Thing, Luke Cage, and Colossus together, that will be a very good thing with the extra HP, in my opinion. So it is a boost, but also in Shadowland, with all that defense down he gets, that sadly again doesn't work in World Boss Ultimate, but works in Shadowland and makes him a total monster. Like I clear with my friend account, the Phantom from Dreamland, I clear stage 29 in about 45 seconds. You know, both stages, both wave combined together. So that was pretty damn fast. And he was actually wearing a CTP or refinement. No proc, nothing. It's just a CTP or refinement on that build, and he was wrecking it. So this guy is a huge boost for Shadowland, but that is it. Which is why he's number 4, because he's not going to be better for World Boss Ultimate. Well, a little bit stronger in World Boss Ultimate, but he's not going to bring much, which is sad because nowadays all uniform we try to rank them based on what they can actually bring to World Boss Ultimate before anything else. So it's a little bit sad, but still pretty decent uniform if you have this crystal to spare. But there's no must-have uniform, guys, in this list unless you have Reed at tier 3 and you really use him deep in a World Boss Ultimate. That will be the only must-have uniform, if I can say. But everything else is not a must-have. It's really if you're a fan, if you like to play those characters, get the uniform. If not, don't get the uniform, pretty much. The bonus uniform for the Thing is Loki, Thor Ragnarok. Most people do have this uniform, even at Mythical, so that's a good one. Then you have a Ronan uniform. I gotta admit, guys, this is the only uniform on the list I do not own. I know I'm behind, but I've been poor lately. Then we have Colossus uniform. One of the cheap uniform in this list today. for the thing. And then we have War Machine Infinity Warlock. People do own this uniform. I wish they actually put endgame there, because more people are going towards the endgame uniform, and that's for a few of those characters like Thor, Spider-Man. I wish they actually give them put endgame as bonus option instead of Infinity War, because that's what people are going towards right now. Then we have the Nightcrawler uniform. Nightcrawler uniform is a uniform that some people ask, but we have two semi-paywall characters in this list, so that bugs me a little bit. We have Colossus, that is the semi-paywall characters, and we have Nightcrawler, that is pretty much paywall characters that you can get through the processor. So that bugs me a little bit that we have two uniforms like that with kind of exclusive characters. I'm not a big fan. And which one had Emma Frost actually? This one, okay, this one too, you have crystal wall characters and paywall characters, semi-paywall characters. This one you have two paywall characters. This one you have only one paywall characters. I say that's the only one that does not have two semi or exclusive characters, and it really bugged me. I think they should go a more friendly route for that, and I think they should put at least one gold uniform. Like, the way I will set it up, guys, it's like that. I will set 3 uniforms that are 1750 crystal. I will set 1 paywall uniform, and no, I'm confusing what I'm trying to say. Man, Starco is not there. Okay, so let's start that over. We're gonna start with the cheap and finish the expensive. So each uniform has bonus uniform. I think that the advanced, the easy one to get first, should be a gold uniform. The second one should be a 750 uniform in sale. Then after that you go with a paywall uniform, like paywall or semi-paywall uniform, like Agent Venom, Nightcrawler, those characters, or Emma Frost. Then you have the last two options that are a regular uniform at 750, 1250 in sale. I think that will be a better setup, and that will actually get people to buy more of those uniforms, in my opinion. Like, if people look at, and man, I can get all my uniform to rare just by using gold uniform and small crystal uniform, I'm gonna buy those uniform. And by putting those uniform that are 750 crystal early on the bonus uniform, especially that if they are set on the first attack bonus option, people will actually buy those uniform more. Like here, we have this guy. If I don't need ignore defense, I'm gonna say screw this guy, I don't need it on that uniform. But if he's here, since he's only 750, if he's actually in second position instead, this is only 750, and I'm like, oh shit, if I get this guy, I'll get all attack. Man, I'm a buyer. I'm a freaking buyer. Let's do it. You get my point here, guys, what I'm trying to say. So that's what I will do, but Netmarble will do their own way, and that's totally fine. Don't buy the uniform if you don't like it. That's pretty much what I recommend here. Do not buy it if you do not want to use it. Just use the boost percentage you get just from having uniform to the next level. Okay, so pretty much, guys, my ranking is Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and the Thing, in that order. If you guys have a different order, please let me know in the comment section so we can actually discuss and exchange opinion on the matter. I am always open to a good debate, done in a respectful way, obviously. Next, guys, we're going to jump in the second portion of this video. We're going to jump into the daily roster review. So let's cut here and put the daily roster review part that we recorded after we recorded this, guys. So thank you, and enjoy the gameplay, enjoy the daily roster review, guys. Well, guys, now that we talk about all those uniform, it is time to start recommending them to people. No, I will never recommend a Fantastic Four uniform when I do a roster review. That's just not right, man. That is just not right. Unless the only combat characters at tier 3 that person has is the Reed, that will be the only option I actually have to actually recommend that. But anyway, it is time for the daily roster review, guys. I said like 30 seconds ago, but that's a new recording, so I gotta say it again now, guys. If you want to get your roster reviewed, it's pretty simple. You go in the description below the video, click on the Discord link, join the Discord server. Once you reach the Discord server, like here, boom, you go in the MFF roster review channel. You enter your IGN with your question, and we review like three roaster a day usually. A little bit more when you have shorter first portion in the video, but today was a pretty long first portion, so we're gonna get to it very, very, very fast if we can. Oh, that's faster. Okay, so here we go. Hey man, I commented on YouTube after not hearing the Discord instruction. Boo! Sorry about that, but my DPS seems astonishingly low. Man, I cannot say this word. Even with characters like the reward tier 3 Iron Man with 45% energy, leadership, and Coulson as support. Hell, well, first, what's most important is not characters at tier 3. It's your build, your cards, and your shit. Oh shit, I don't know why I said shit, but whatever. So let's take a quick look. So my guess is you're level 47 here. Agent level 47. I'm scared of pressing the cards button. Yeah, that's actually half bad, so it's not so bad. Your defense attack speed is trash, so that's pretty much your answer to your question here. Attack is not as important as those stats. Okay, guys, as I say in every roster review video, guys, base stats. First, three things you need to work on your cards: 26% cooldown, 25% indoor defense, 15% attack speed. Those are the three first thing you need to focus on your cards. If you do not do that, you are screwing yourself up for failure. Very easy. And the other thing is Alliance level 30, but we got this here. So let's take a quick look. That is trash. That is trash. That is trash. So we got three trash cards, but this one you got triple attack, so we are not going to touch it. So we're gonna keep this one there, but we're gonna remove this one. We're gonna remove this one, and oh boy, this one is not very, very, very good. And I never liked this card. It's pretty much one of the worst prim cards on the market, and we're gonna replace this cards too, sadly. So first card we're going to replace is this card. We're going to put the Marvel Zombie card with all attack and energy. Energy attack as bonus option is fine, or all attack and your defense as bonus option. Here we're going to keep this one. This one is better than this one, sadly, so we're going to keep this one. It's level 6, so it's pretty great. Then this card, we're going to replace that with a Pretty Sure 19. You're going to roll all attack and cooldown as bonus option. Pretty much is going to be better than this card already, which is sad. Then this card, we're going to replace that with Secrets War 2099 Limb variant. You're going to roll all attack and energy attack as bonus option, and your stats overall are going to be much, much, much better. And this card needs to be rerolled to energy attack with either indoor defense or attack speed, and those are the changes needed on your card. So basically the only cards you do not touch or do not reroll is this card. Everything else gets to be changed or reroll. This one reroll to energy attack or physical attack and indoor defense or attack speed. This one gets to be changed for Punisher 19 Marvel Zombie cards. This one for Punisher 19, and this one for Secrets War 2099 Limb variant. And just that is gonna be fixing your stats a lot. You're gonna see a massive difference by doing so. If we look at your Iron Man, since you're complaining about your Iron Man, let's see. The build doesn't seem so bad. Let's see. You're probably lacking skill cooldown in your defense. You got in your defense, in your defense, in your defense, in your defense. I see no real skill cooldown, and only 616 from there. And on the gear, oh, you might be close to the cap, so that might be decent. But yeah. What's important when you build the characters is max skill cooldown, maxing your defense, special for characters that need fast attack like Iron Man is max attack speeds too. Then after that you work on your critical damage, critical rate, and that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much what you want, but you got a good ISO set, so I cannot complain about the build much. You seem to understand a little bit your setup with Yuru, so I cannot complain about that either. It's really about your cards from what I can see here. Fix your cards and it's going to be much better. Get the for your next tier 3, get her uniform and get her to to tier 3. That will be my next recommendation for you for tier 3. Not that you asked, but I felt like I was around, so I wanted to help you with that. So that's what you gotta do to help your DPS buddy. Okay, next we have Waving Gaming. I have 2400 CCF. Next tier 3 will be. Also, my cards need some attack. Any suggestion? Also, my roster. Damn, you want everything, bro. How much you gonna pay for that? Nothing? Damn. Okay, let's take a quick look. Let's start with your cards here. All cards affect attack speed needs to be reduced. That's way too high. Let's see. This one you got max HP, energy, attack speed. This one you got critical rate, critical damage, attack. This one you got attack speed, critical damage. This one you got all attack and not much. Actually, your cooldown and attack speed and your defense can all be dropped a little bit. You can go get more attack. Okay, so my recommendation here will be to go replace that with a Loki 17 card. You're gonna roll. You're gonna have all attack on the cards. Plus, you're gonna roll energy attack on the cards, and make sure to roll a physical attack proc. So basically, you want a Loki card 17 with energy attack and physical attack proc. You're gonna lose 11% in your attack speed too. So if you can actually get attack speed with that card, so my priority actually will be energy attack with attack speed on the Loki 17 cards. Then eventually build the cards with three stats: energy attack, attack speed, and a physical damage proc. But first you want to get the energy attack plus the attack speed on a Loki 17 card, and that's going to be better than that. Yes, it seems good here when you look at it, but it's not that good. Then you got discards. You got all attack, a cooldown, attack speed, and your defense. How's your cooldown? You can drop the cooldown. So I will actually recommend you to re-roll discards to get all attack and physical attack on it as a must. That's a must. That's a card you want triple attack on it. So by doing the change on those two cards, you're gonna make your count so much better. So much better in my opinion. Now for tier 3, next tier 3 shall be Captain America Endgame uniform, then Doctor Strange. That'll be my recommendation. That's gonna cost you 2k CCF. So that will be my next recommendation for the next 2 tier 3 characters without a single doubt. Wow, you need a uniform for that guy, man. He looks naked. He looks freaking naked. Gets the Pimtron uniform for this guy so you can get mythical and get your free CTP of Rage. Obviously, if we look down here, let's see if we're missing anything here. Good shallow lane character, that's for sure. If you get be a sub, get this guy up. Let's see down here. Seems like you have all the important characters though. I don't see anything else that's really important right now. So basically all you want to do right now is work on your shallow lane characters. So like people like Hydroman, Bishop, Warpath. I don't know if you have those to tier 2 yet. I did not look, but you know those are all good options. Mantis, Kate Bishop, those are good options for Shadow Lane, up to like 40, 45 usually. So those will be my option to go. Well, Hydroman can actually do up to 70s with a proper build, but it's really about Shadow Lane characters at this point. And getting a few more uniform like Minerva uniform, Doctor Strange uniform, Hawkeye's uniform, you know, Captain America uniform. Those will be the kind of uniform I will focus on if I wear you, pretty much. And this uniform will be the #1, the Primtron uniform, because you can get your free CTPF rate, so really, really worth it, in my opinion. And I think that covers my boy Waving X Gaming here. Next. We have Jenny. Hello, Mustache Man. I am free-to-play players with few premium characters. Please review my roster now. It's going to average of 200k in ABX every day. Suggest me cards or characters to max out my IABX score. Okay, let's take a quick look at that, buddy. Let's take a quick look. First thing we're going to check is alliance level. You need to be in alliance level 28 plus to get all the necessary bonus options. So get this alliance to level 28 as soon as possible. Now if we look at the cards, just from the look of it, I can see that you don't have what's optimal for offensive stats, but still not bad cards. They're not bad. So first one here. This one looks good when you look at it. I don't like that you don't have the triple attack on it, but you do have attack speed in your defense, so I'm kind of okay with that. This one you have 3 good offensive stats, that is good. This one you have only 1 good offensive stat, so I am not liking this. I am not liking this. Personally, I will probably go with a Punisher 19 cards here, because you get all attack, cooldown as bonus option, or a secrets, more secrets for 20.99, because you can go all attack and energy attack as bonus option. At least both you can do that. Anyway, either Punisher 19 or Secrets War 20.99 Limb variant will be a good card here. You get more attack speed, you can keep your defense and get more offensive stats overall. So I think that will be a good switch here compared to that. You want to go at least double attack on the cards, going to replace that, which is going to give you 2 bonus, 2 good basic stats too at the same time. Then you get this card here. This cards need to be rerolled bad. You need to get all attack on this card. It's a must. Then either in your defense is good, but you need to have all attack on this card. That is a must. And then you get this card here. In your defense, energy attack, that's good enough. So those 2 little changes, re-rolling the Marvel Zombie cards, replacing these cards, I think that will be what you actually need right now for your bonus option and from your card to upgrade your stats. If we look at your roster, you got this guy to tier 3, get him this is uniform. Next tier 3 shall be Captain America. Then let's see if you do have Luna Snow or not. Let's see, no Luna Snow. So Captain America will be the first one, then Doctor Strange. Those shall be your next 2 tier 3 without a single doubt. If we look at what you're missing for Alliance Battle Extreme here, Molten Man, Metaphor, what's the name? Combat Supervillain Day. This guy, meta support for Blast Villain. If we go down the list here, let's see if we're missing anything else for Meta for Alliance Battle Extreme. You don't have Luna Snow. That one really hurts you. That one really hurts you. If you ever get a BO sub, you need to get your Luna Snow up. You really need that. If you want to focus on Alliance Battle Extreme, you're never going to be able to make it out in a top 16 alliance without Luna Snow. That is just not possible. Okay, now if we look at anything else, you got Captain Marvel, that's good. I'll get the uniform for her. Alliance Battle Extreme focus is very, very, very important. You get the uniform for her. You need the endgame uniform for Captain America. And that will be the changes I recommend. And the uniform for this guy. Well, since you're going to get Doctor Strange, forget about this one though. So that will be my choices for you for now. Those will be my choices, but if you ever get the money for a BO sub, you need to go for Luna Snow if you want to be competitive in Alliance Battle Extreme. If we look quick here, Easel said Power Hungry Hulk is good, but you want to get your CTP of Rage on her. You can get a CTP of Rage for free if you get a Giant Mint uniform, Pimtrum uniform. Where's your Giant Man? I'm blind, or you don't have him? Oh, here we go. So you want to get this Pimtrum in uniform, get it to Mythical, and get your free CTP of Rage for Captain Marvel, and your score will go up by about at least 2 millions a week, maybe even 3 millions a week. That's how much that will increase your score, to be honest. So really need to get that CTP of Rage and drop it on Captain Marvel as soon as possible. And I think I kind of cover everything I needed to cover here. You do have a lot of work. You do need to get Luna Snow if you want to be competitive in this Battle Extreme. And you do need to work on those uniform and on those next tier 3 and on those cards. And that covers this roster review, which was PB 700. And guys, that was the last roster review for today. Tomorrow we're gonna jump in. Well, we're catching up with the days a little bit. We went from July 29th to August 2nd, so that's good. But tomorrow we're gonna continue with a little bit more roster review. We can see we have a huge one with Blaze Phoenix here. That's gonna be interesting. So anyway, guys, that is all we had on the schedule for today. Hopefully you enjoy the content, and if you do, don't forget to hit the sub and like button. Make sure to enable the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I post a new video or go live with a live stream. And all that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thank you.